Hey, Highlander fans, Mike Ventola back with you. And of course, for NJIT women's basketball, they're back in town after a little trip up to Maine. And of course, with the schedule ever so much evolving, Sunday and Monday, the Hartford Hawks are in town. And Coach, I know you're excited to be back at the WEC after that trip up to Maine. Now with games being on Sunday and Monday, how excited are you to be returning back and playing some home games at the WEC?
Yeah, definitely happy to be home. Obviously, with the late switch here this week, was really fortunate to stay at home. So obviously, you're getting a late switch with an opponent, but not having to deal with like travel arrangements and all that kind of stuff is certainly a nice thing for us this week.
I'm sure for you and the staff, you were prepping for the University of Albany. Now you have to shift that aside, and the Hartford Hawks are coming into town, and a team that has been struggling in their own right. I know they're last right now in scoring in the America East. They've lost 3 straight games, but this is a team, though, that had a 3-game winning streak not too long ago, and a team that has been battling and finds a way to be competitive day in and day out. From what you've seen early on here in your prep work for these next couple of days, what do they bring to the table that may be some cause of concern for the Highlanders?
Yeah, they're really tough. They're big. Their post unit is really tough on the glass. So they're very strong. That's a concern for us for sure. I think that kind of jumps off the page, especially with the rebounding numbers, but even just their style of play. We really got to be on the glass. We really got to keep them from second chances, and that's been something that has been a little bit of an issue for us. So that's been a focus for sure. And again, they swept New Hampshire. We did not. They split on the road at Binghamton. And they lost 2 games to UMass Lowell, which we know about as well. So, although they have a 3-game losing streak, I think they've played impressively so far this year. They gave Maine a really good game, which, unfortunately we were not able to. So they certainly have our attention.
So getting the chance to get back in town, been practicing, working hard all week. What are some things that your team has been focusing on in preparation for these next couple of days?
Yeah, it's been, as much as we were focusing on Albany, we didn't get that deep yet into a lot of at least the team didn't. Obviously the staff did. But really we were focusing on a lot of things on we got to take care of ourselves. I didn't like our offense up in Maine. I know a lot of that can be Maine. I didn't like our defense. A lot of that is Maine. But I thought there were some things that we started to have a little too much slippage. We had to get back to some discipline and how we're supposed to play, where we're supposed to be, and a little bit more connectiveness, both in our transition defense and just our overall defense, and really just trying to increase that communication on the court all the time. And that's a struggle always with just about every team across America is always talking about they got to get their team to talk more to each other. But I think we've done that this week. We just came off a really good practice here this morning. And so I think the girls are fired up to a little bit redeem themselves from a tough trip to me.
Certainly looking forward to it. Sunday and Monday, 2:00 starts. You can catch all the action on ESPN+. And Coach, as always, thanks so much for helping us preview your team's next opponent and hopefully a couple wins in your return home here to the WEC.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. We'll see you this weekend, and hopefully it'll be what Highlander basketball should look like.
All right, folks, that's head coach Mike Lane. I'm Mike Ventola, and as always, thanks for watching.